Hello, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming here tonight. It's a pleasure to spend time with you. Yes, it is. I'm so glad you came. It's so exciting. I've planned so many things for us to do today. I know you came just to help me with my Instagram to take some pictures, but I also planned some candy and some Halloween movie watching on Netflix. It's going to be so much fun. We can order pizza, we can just hang out here. It's always wonderful to hang out with our friends, isn't it? And thank you so much for coming and helping me. It's been a learning curve to learn how to do face paint. I even got me a kit and everything, and well, you know, it's very difficult to find models. That's why I'm thank you very much for coming and helping me. And I even prepared a wig for you because I want to be to the contrast. So I styled a blue wig just like mine, but it's blue, and I wanted to work on complementary colors. So I'm using pink and green, and then today I'm going to do your look with blue and orange, and the wig is nice blue, like a aqua blue. Okay, yeah, I thought it was fun to bring a little bit color, a little bit of tropical vibe to Halloween, because in my country, in Brazil, Halloween's during the spring, so it's a lot of colors. So I thought it would be fun. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to start applying primer. One thing I learned with those paints is that you really need a pore filling primer just to reduce the appearance of the pores, because I've noticed that the paints they kind of show a little bit more of your pores, and it doesn't look so good. So that's why I'm using a pore filling primer, and this is my favorite one. This one is by Elf, and it's the Poreless Booty Primer, and it's very nice, universal, and very affordable. And the secret is to tap on the skin the primer. So I just warm the primer on my hands, and I just tap in the regions where you have enlarged pores. In my case, it's right here, and on my nose I have very large pores right here. So when I want that Photoshop smooth look, I apply this primer. Yes, it's wonderful. Some people say it's a dupe for the Tatcha one, but I'm not sure because I never bought the Tatcha. I never got the Tatcha one, so I have no idea. And I'm going to apply a skin color base. I'm using, because we're going to take pictures and I think this looks wonderful on pictures, is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Yes, I like to get affordable foundations, you know me. So I'm just going to dab a little bit, and you don't need much because you have such a beautiful skin. So what are you planning to do on Halloween? Are you dressing up? I'm just going to blend with the beauty blender, okay? So you're dressing up? Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, you really like Halloween. That's so nice. I've never experienced Halloween in Brazil. We don't do it. In Brazil, we have sorta of a Halloweenish now because, you know, globalization and American movies. So during the Halloween week, we watch on the free TV, like in the open TV, not cable. In the open TV on the afternoons, they have like those older movies. So in Brazil, like we would watch the Addams Family and the Monster Family and a lot of Halloween based movies, and at night they do the creepier ones. And there are some private parties on Halloween day, but I never been to a Halloween party in Brazil. I never been to a Halloween party here neither. I give candy, but I never actually dressed up. No, I didn't. So it's so interesting just to hear about people's favorite candy or favorite Halloween memories, and I can't relate. I can't relate to carving a pumpkin or stuff like that, but I just love to learn a little bit about the American culture, and if they want to know a little bit of my culture, I'm glad to tell them about it. Yes. Oh, you did. So that's your favorite candy? Oh, I'm going to try that. I haven't tried a lot of American candy. Basically stick to Kit Kat, and that's pretty much it. You have to give me a list of the candy I should try. Or maybe one day we can try together. Yes. I like to tap, 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 tap to make sure it's nice and blended, okay? Because we are going to set this whole foundation. I like this foundation because it's basically a barrier between the paint and your skin. I'm going to put a little bit more right here, right here. Okay, the Brazilian equivalent to Halloween. We don't have an equivalent per se, but in Brazil, in November the 2nd, there is a national holiday. So nobody goes to work, and it's Dia de Finados. Dia de Finados, basically Day of the Dead. And it's when people go to the cemeteries and put flowers in graves, and it's a day of introspection and thinking about trying to remember those that passed away. So it's the polar opposite of the celebrating and partying and drinking. It's kind of the opposite. So there's a lot of superstition about the day. So there's a lot of superstition about how to enter the cemetery, how to leave the cemetery, where you should light the candles, what colors. Yes, Brazilians are very superstitious. You know what? My first business or attempt to make money was to sell flowers on Dia de Finados in front of a cemetery. So I was like 8, and I was selling like huge. This woman used to make flowers because it's not real flowers, it's like plastically made flowers, and she would make the flowers and she would put tickets to sell it. So I went and spent the whole day selling flowers, and I'm from a part of Brazil that it's like very, 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 very hot. Like Arizona, for example, the sun is bright and burning, and it's doing basically starting summer there, and I burned. I had a horrible sunburn, and in the end of the day, the lady just paid us half of what she promised. Yeah, it learned me a lesson. Always ask for the money firsthand. Okay, I'm blabbing too much. Oh yes, I like to share about my heritage. So here is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm going to put on the high points. So I'm going to put underneath your in your under eyes, on your nose, the bridge of your nose, on the chin, and on the center of the forehead, another triangle. There we go. And then I'm going to blend, blend, blend Blend, baby, blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. So I'm going to apply the powder now. I'm just going to mattify the whole face using this primer. This powder is a Prime and Fine mattifying powder, waterproof, transparent, like a trees. And I like this powder a lot, you don't need much. So I'm just going to stipple over, stipple, 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 and now we are going to start with the grease part of it. It's basically the paints. So right here I have all the grease paints. And they are oil based. So you have to set them with powder eyeshadow. So here we have the black, we have the brown, yellow, pink, blue. That's the blue that I'm going to use. That's the blue. It's more aqua, coral, gold, silver, white, red, navy, Kelly green, and black. So we're going to use a lot of the black, a lot of the aqua, a lot of the navy, and the coral. Okay, that's the colors we're going to be using today on you. So first of all, I'm going to work on drawing. Let me put this in here, and I'm going to work on drawing the lines that I want your eyes to look, your face to look. So I have here a black pencil, and I'm just going to draw the design. Okay, so I'm just going to draw right here. Yeah, we have to look very well to see if the design is symmetric, as symmetric as we can. You know, there's gonna be mistakes because, as I said to you, I am just a beginner. So okay, and then I'm going to do this and do this here. And I'm going to mark your eyes there. Okay, right here and right here. Right here. Your nose. Just to draw it, to give like a base for me to understand what I'm supposed to do. And I have to paint the inside of your mouth. Can you open your mouth a little bit? Just let me to paint it black. There we go. And I'm going to start with the paint. So I'm going to start, this is going to be the base, and then the top I put the powders. So I'm going to start with the black. Right here. Try to blend it. Put a little bit of the blue, so the black blends into the blue, dark blue, like a navy. I'm going to put the white on the teeth. Okay, right here. There we go. Just a little bit of the blue and like that to make sure it's like good contrast. Right here, a little bit more like that in here. And here. The black on your nose. Like that. It's very greasy, isn't it? But we're going to set everything with or the mattifying powder or a corresponding the same powder in an eyeshadow, the same color in an eyeshadow powder formula. It's important to set. Oh, it's super easy to remove, don't be afraid. I'm going to put a little bit of the coral color underneath your eye. Don't be afraid because this comes out with olive oil, coconut oil, any kind of oil you have at home. You just smear it with the oil and you're going to get a nice little cloth, and the cloth needs to be warm with water, and then you just wipe the melted pigments, and then I just do one more time to make sure it's all nice and clean, the same thing, and then I'll wash with my regular skincare routine. Yes. Oh, it's a breeze to remove, so I don't have to be scared or anything. You thought it was hard? I thought it was hard to remove at first. I almost got the water-based one, but everyone told me to get the oil-based, and it's pretty easy. Oh, I love colors. Don't you love colors? I love colorful things. It may sound like not appropriate, but I really do love coloring. I love painting. I paint in acrylic and I paint in watercolors as well. And sometimes I show you my paintings. I love it. Not a great artist, but it relaxes me. Oh, you're going to love the wig. It's basically like that. This is basically a wig I got from Amazon, and it's a middle part wig, but then I revamp. I was watching a lot of like drag queens, how they do their wigs, and I put like I put rollers on it, I steam it, and I blow dry it, and I tease and spray and everything. It's so much fun. Yeah, we gotta have fun, girl, right? That's what I always say. You gotta have fun. Yes. So while it cooks a little bit on your skin, I'm going to do your brows, okay? Because I just wanted to warm it up and melt a little bit into the skin. So I'm just going to do your brows with a little brow brush, just the same way like a regular glam brow. So I'm just going to define your brows without looking too boxy, because we want the brows to look kind of glam. There. There. Oh, I love your brows. You have gorgeous brows. Do you know that? Yes. Oh, you do, Connie. You have wonderful brows and you don't need much. Do you use any brow serum or something? No? Oh, so you're naturally blessed. So now let's set everything and blend and smoke everything out with the powders. Okay, so let's go to the powders, and this is a palette I'm going to be using. It's a nice colorful palette of mattes by Revolution Pro. As you can see here, a lot of nice mattes. So I'm going to smoke out. So I want to smoke out with a blue and only put the orange on the lid. So I'm going to get a little bit of the blue color right here and just smoke it out, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We are going to use this blue too as a little contour. So we're going to contour with the blue eyeshadow. Yes, you can use any eyeshadow, any powder as an eyeshadow. You can use blush as an eyeshadow, you can use eyeshadow as blush, you can use eyeshadow as contour. You sure can. Okay, so I'm just going to apply it here, and I'm trying to smoke it out very much like that. And now I'm going to get the halftime color, no, the daydream color. It's very orange, and I'm just going to dab into the lid like this. Yeah, okay, just dab, 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 dab. And I'm going to put a little bit in the lower line like that, right here, the orange. And the blue right here, and the blue embracing everything, because I want to kind of define your orbital bone. And I'm going to apply a little bit of the color Curse. It's a very warm black into the corner here, just to give a little bit of depth. And get the Saint and put under your brow, just to give a lift in your inner corner. And the Saint is a very white color, so I'm going to put the Saint where you're supposed to have the teeth, where we put the white grease. I'm just going to set that white grease with the white powder, and just set, the secret to set is just to dab, 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 dab. And I'm just going to put the blue around it just to smoke it out. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to get the blue, and I'm going to put it here underneath your jaw. Underneath your jaw, no, I'm sorry, in your jaw area, like that. Oh, you look beautiful in those colors. I thought they would be great, would make your eyes really pop out. I'm just going to use the blue as your contour. And I'm going to set the black with a black powder. And using the little smaller brush, I'm going to get the black powder and set your nose. very important to set, because you don't want it to smear like in your hair, in your clothes. And if you set you're good to go, you can do about everything. It only will come out when you actually put the oils and scrub everything. Yeah, that's why I like grease paint so much. They really last. Okay, and I'm going to put the highlighter right in the line that divides with the black. I'm just going to put this shimmery highlighter right here. Okay, that looks great. So I'm going to apply your mascara. I'm using the Roller Lash by Benefit. So just about that. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, down. You're gonna look so cute. You're going to love. You're going to scream when you see the wig. It's so pretty. And in the teeth, I'm going to put glitter. So I'm going to put this NYX body glitter in the color Ice, because it's not Halloween if you don't have glitter, right? So I'm just going to grab the glitter and pack on. And I'm going to apply some glitter liner just to your top with your eyes, to the inner corner, like in here, and lower, in here, around the teeth. And just to make sure that nothing moves, I'm getting the transparent waterproof powder and I'm just going to slightly tap. Yeah, this is transparent, so it's not going to mess up the color. And just lightly tap, especially in the sides of your face. Yeah, you could bring down into the whole body like a skeleton, but I think that's a little bit over kill for me. I'm still a beginner, so I haven't asked, but what's your favorite Halloween movie though? Yeah, oh, I haven't watched that in a long time. I think I'm gonna try to watch it. Especially the teeth area, just like to make sure it's nice, the mouth. So I think we are all set, and now it's just time to put the jewelry and put the hair and go take our pictures. Okay, darling, thank you so much. You look so pretty and you're just a gorgeous canvas to work on, and thank you so much. You're just the sweetest friend, and I hope your Halloween be as sweet as you are. Okay, love, now let's go watch your movies and then sleep. How about that? Okay, let's go.